Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Raid Shadow Legends video. Guys, today we are going to be pulling 2,000 ancient shards. And just before, somebody starts losing their mind, it is on the test server, I will be pulling this crazy amount of shards on test server, and my goal is to get my most wanted champion. I'm still gonna pull, if I'm lucky and get him early, I'm still gonna pull all the way, because you know what? I'm curious how many legendaries I'm gonna get. Plus, I might get some of those legendaries that I don't have on my main account, so I could play around with and, do some fun testing on the test server. But my ultimate goal is going to be, as always, to hopefully get the Kymar finally, so I can play around with him, I don't think I'm ever gonna get him on my main account, so maybe I'm gonna get him here. So let me move myself in the corner and let's start with this, because you know what? This is gonna be a pretty long one. I'm not gonna be stopping at epics or stuff like that. I'm just gonna keep going, and I'm just gonna obviously pause in between while we do the feeding of dupes. And I'm gonna be doing, I think, some quick fire ones. So I think I'm just gonna be doing, I'm gonna go with everything like quick fire, because this 2,000 is gonna take a while. I don't want to keep you guys here for half an hour. I just want to see from 2,000 ancient shards, can I get a Kymar? How many legendaries do I get? Am I gonna get something, interesting to play? Like maybe even a Theodore. I don't have on my main account. Okay, legendary number one. It's a Foley. Okay, Foley is a pretty amazing one for his block revive. He's definitely not the best, but it's an interesting, it's an interesting champion to use for arena if you don't have any better options. If you see during this pool, guys, anybody that you see me pulling somebody that it's interesting and you might want to see a video on it, just leave it in the comments below and I'm gonna check them, and I'm gonna try and do my best to make guides on those champions. Maybe you see a champion, they're like, okay, you can test it in I don't know, like an Endalia, test in Hydra. Or if you see somebody else, such as like Hell Hades had Morag in clan boss, normal clan boss. If you see somebody like that, just leave it in the comments below. I can play around with it. Maybe you see somebody that I pull and you're like, okay, who's that champion? Can you, maybe see if you can do something in clan boss, not clan boss, the dungeons, anything you see, guys. Anything you see, do let me know. But in the meantime, let's see, how many legendaries can I get, first of all, and can I get a Kymar? That's my ultimate goal. My ultimate goal is to get the Kymar, so I can play around with him. You know what? That's what I want, because he would enable me to do some pretty interesting and faster speed runs for dungeons, which normally I cannot do. That's the thing, because some dungeons, you have your speed runs with a seer with poison exploders, or even a poison exploder. I would love to get myself a not necessarily Xavier, but not necessarily Theodore, but a Xavier, an Eleanorel. Like, I would love those. Again, I don't have those on my main account. I have all the other AoE poisoners. I want to see what I can do with the... I got myself the epic that we already have. But I want to see what I can do, with my poisoners. Would I be able to get some faster speed runs? So if I see maybe in the future, I see some 10 times for some AoE poison exploders, that might be better for me. Obviously Theodore's okay, number 2, and it's a Bistophus. I mean, he had the buff recently, AoE attack with block active skills, some decreased defense, no, just block active skills. He's not the craziest. This one's pretty interesting, bringing increased ally accuracy in all battles, but still, I'm not as impressed. I want to see some other stuff, I want to see some other stuff. I want to see Kymars, I want to see, like I said, Eleanorels, I want to see Xaviers, something new that I don't already have. Maybe I missed, I missed some previous fusions that I did not do because I chose to keep the epics or stuff like that. So hopefully I get something hopefully I get something fun. I want to see something fun so that I can play around with them. Okay, good epics, Flash Terror Fade, now really what we want. Come on, can we get Kymar? Can we get Kymar? That's the goal. Can I finally get myself a Kymar to be able to play with him? Obviously, this is what you see what's happening when it's not the 2 times. Look at this, back-to-back rares. As I was saying this, the odds of getting epics and legendaries are pretty low. So always keep that in mind. And don't be like, oh, there were so bad odds. That's how it is. That's what it is. I'm not expecting crazy odds. That's why I prepared myself 2,000 ancient shards to try and get myself maybe some new legendaries to play around with. Hopefully that Kymar. And yeah, you see overall there's barely any epics. It's That's the reality, and that's why usually I suggest, or like, you know, most of us content creators suggest, always pull during 2 times, or, you know, if you know you're close to mercy, then yeah, pull during the 10x. But in general, 2 times are the ways to go, or the guaranteed events. But they haven't been doing those much recently. Like, I don't know, that's pretty weird. What do you guys think? Do you miss the guaranteed events, you know, from Sacreds, from Ancient Shards? Which ones would you want to see more often? As an example, me personally, I would really love to see the one that they did for Michinak, you know? 20 Sacreds or the equivalent of any shards, you can get that. Okay, let me make some space, I'm gonna be right back. Okay, we're back for round 2. 1600 left, let's see. Come on, can we get a Kymar? Can we get a Kymar? It's Kymar or bust. I mean, hopefully not, you know, hopefully not bust, because it's gonna be hard buying with all the 800,000 gems, all those ancient shards. Okay, let's see. Mountain King. I mean, he's amazing, but I already have him, so nothing too special. I'm not that, you know, I'm not that fussed about getting Mountain King. Geomancer, pretty amazing epic as well. I'm not fussed about him. I want to see Kymars. I want to see, you know, like I said, I want to see one of those newer ones that I did not get that I don't have myself yet, because that's the whole idea of me having the test server. The whole idea is that I'm hopefully gonna get some new champions that I can play around with, that I can test some stuff, you know, while I still have access to the test server, because after that I'm obviously gonna lose them. I'm not gonna have them on my main account. Just having fun, testing stuff, you know. Maybe there's some quirky ideas I had on certain content in the game that I cannot do on my main account because I don't have them. So I might get them over here, and I can be like, you know, there might be, I have some solo ideas for certain, you know, Doomtower bosses, but I don't have the legendary or don't have the epic. So that's the goal. That's the goal. Come on. Come on. What do you think, guys? Like, leave it in the comments below as well. Do you think I'm actually gonna get the Kymar or not? That's kind of like the end goal, and that's the dream, getting a Kymar. But do you guys think I will get it? I would really love to, but you know, there's over 100 something legendaries in the game. There's over 780, I think over 780 champions in the game right now. So the odds are obviously getting smaller and smaller of me getting a Kymar, but who knows? You know, at the end of the day, if I'm lucky, I only need one. It only takes one. It only takes one, hopefully, out of the 2,000 to just be a shiny Kymar, just to make my day. But, it's looking rough. It's looking rough so far. Obviously, like I said, it's no 2 times, so the odds are not higher than the usual. So it's just gonna be, you know, a lot of the sea of blues, some purples among... Okay, another one. Nogdar the Headhunter. Okay, I mean, this guy had the what's it called, a buff recently. He was buffed, so I might be doing some testing, looking at certain content he can do. There was some stuff that was changed that, you know, I've seen some other fellow creators make videos on him. I think this kind of interesting. What do you think, guys? Do you want me to test him out? If you want, leave it in the comments below, and I could have a look at it. At least he's new, you know, he's new. I could test him out. If only that still worked for Sand Devil, right? To have the 5-second Sand Devil team, that would be just beautiful. But it's not a thing anymore. It is not a thing anymore. Come on. Come on. It's so funny, I'm barely halfway through, you know. That's why I said, that's why I'm doing these quick fire, guys. Because if I would just pull them and let them go one by one, first of all, I would hate myself. Second of all, you guys would hate me. Because, like, come on, bro. You have 2,000 shards. Just do them faster. Otherwise, people will get bored. Let's see. Let's see. So, come on. I don't want you guys to get bored. I want you to be, you know, hopeful with me that I'm gonna get the Kymar, so that we can do some fun stuff with Prince Kymar in some dungeons, maybe even test arena. That's the goal, you know. That's the goal. Maybe. One can hope and dream. That's what I'm doing here. I'm hoping and dreaming that I'm gonna get a Prince Kymar, or, like I said, again, some other interesting stuff. I think I would really love to see an Eleanorel, but now that I think about it, the problem with the most Poison Explosion teams is if you don't have the Kymar or the Yumeko, which obviously I cannot get Yumeko because she's Void, but if you don't have those for full reset or high reset compared to Renegade, it's harder to do because Poison Explosions, those skills are on 4-turn cooldown, so you need them to get too many extra turns. And, you know, they're not going to be as fast as the normal ones. That's kind of the goal, you know, to try and make them as fast as possible. Again, be right back. Okay, 1,200 more to go. Come on, let's see. Oh, the time that it takes to just feed all of those rares and the epics that I do not need into somebody is just absurd. So trust me, if I would have done that all live, my mouth would just dry up. I would have nothing else to say. I would be losing my mind. I would not be sure exactly what to talk about. So, you know, thankfully we have the editing softwares where we can cut out. Okay. Really, I'm not sure what to say about the Pixniel. I think I already have like 2 or 3 of her, so that's definitely not somebody that I'm looking for. You know, that makes it extra sad that I'm pulling so many and I'm getting, I guess, some dupes of the champions that I already have. Because, like I said, my goal is to get somebody new so I can test some new stuff with them. But inevitably, I'm gonna be getting dupes. Because, you know what? I have quite a few champions that, you know. I think I have, like, if I remember correctly, I have, like, 80% of the champions or something like that. Or even more. If I remember the last time, you know, when we had the video that everybody has for raid saying how many champions you have, how high did you get in all content and stuff like that. I think I was like in the top, don't know what percentage. And yeah, I guess some dupes are gonna happen. Some dupes are gonna happen. May they be, you know, epics or legend. I mean, for epics, I think I have like most of them. Maybe I'm missing a total of 5 to 10, something like that when it comes to the epics. But apart from that, kind of have every single one, and I like to keep a copy of each, you know, for reasons like this. If I was waiting for the test server, and now that I have test server, you never know when some epic gets a buff, a change or whatever, and they can become useful. So, you know, that's why, at least me as a content creator, I'm doing that. If I was you know, if I didn't do content, I'm not sure I would keep a copy of every single one. You know, if somebody got the buff, well, I would just be looking forward to pulling that epic again, and it is what it is. However, when it comes to the legendaries, always keep copies of those, because a legendary getting buffed can be game changing. You know, there are some people that get good buffs that, you know, can change. Okay, double legendary, let's see. Oh my god. Kymar the Watcher, which I think I recently got on my main account, and then Blood Gorge. At least we saw double legendary, so that's interesting. Blood Gorge again. I already have him. Kymar the Watcher. She's pretty interesting. I might actually do a clan boss team with her because she's pretty amazing. Added protection, increased defense on a 3-turn cooldown, decreased attack on the A1, decreased attack on the passive, and, you know, the decreased duration of all enemy buffs by 1 turn against affinity. This could be interesting, but I'm not sure I would use it because the decreased accuracy, I would not want it. But still, she's a pretty good champion. If I got her on the free-to-play, I would love it. Ally protection with increased defense on a 3-turn cooldown. I would definitely love this one. But yeah, double legendary at least, you know, the odds are going up. The odds are going up. But let's see now. Can we get some more good stuff? Some more good stuff. Some more. Can we get a Kymar? That's the goal, guys. At the end of the day, my goal is to get the Kymar. Can actually do it. I think it's gonna be like 2 more lots of me pausing and coming back, because we're down to 1200. Then we're gonna be down to, like, you know, the 800, and, you know, it's gonna be a pretty long one, as I mentioned, but I'm trying to make it as quick as possible, so, you know, that people are actually gonna watch the whole thing and live the happiness, you know, the joy or the pain alongside me. That's gonna be the thing. Come on, let's see. Okay, 4 epic. This looks like a 2 times ancient. Not that it is a 2 times, but still, those odds look like it. Come on. Can we get a closer, you know, an earlier legendary? That's what I'm hoping. Can I get an earlier legendary? Cormac, not sure really care about him. He's the most underwhelming epic from the Sylvan Watchers. You know, if you guys disagree and have a different opinion, just let me know in the comments what are you using him for. Like, whereas my Syriac Priest Ornn is one of the best ones. He has a pretty interesting kit. He can solo some dungeons. But obviously he needs strong gear, you know. You're gonna hear us talk a lot of times about, oh, champions can solo, they can do this, they can do that. Yes, but most of the time, you need pretty good gear in order to do that. So it's not just about, like, the champion wins the game. Those champions need a little bit of gear. Okay, back to feeding, and we're gonna see you. see you shortly. Okay, let's do this again. Come on. 830 more to go. The last 4 rounds I'm not gonna pull unless, you know, I'm desperate. unless I'm desperate. After pulling 2000, I'm not sure the last 4 would be that game changing for me or not. But let's see. Come on. I want to see more legendaries. Give me more legendaries. Give me, you know, can I pull a unicorn? That would be really fun. Even though it's, like, you know, close to impossible because it's not a 2 times. Would be nice if I would pull a unicorn, which is, you know, 3 legendaries in a single 10 pop. I have never done that for myself. Okay, we got one, and it is Roxanne. He's pretty interesting, but he kind of needs Veil, Perfect Veil to be useful. I've never looked to see how hard this guy hits, so that might be an interesting video. You know, pair him alongside the Rector, a Duchess, or somebody else that does Perfect Veil, or just let him do his Perfect Veil and then do his skills. I don't know, this might be fun. Like, he could be even interesting for Hydra. Do need to keep that in mind. Leave it in the comments below again. Are you using Roxanne for anything, guys? Because I have never seen any video on like Roxanne is good for this. Never. So I'm really curious to see if there's gonna be somebody that says yes, like you can use him for this or for that. That's definitely gonna, you know, it's gonna make me curious, and I would like to test it myself if, you know, if you guys come up with some ideas. Otherwise, I'm just gonna ignore that I pulled them and move on with my day. Kind of like with, you know, 99% of the stuff that I get here, especially rares, epic. I don't think there's any epics that I have pulled so far that I really wanted, but I fed most of them. So hopefully I kept one of the, you know, at least a copy of the ones that I didn't already have. Guess I'll have to check toward the end. But yeah, it's you know, it's painful. It's painful to do this many shards. And one thing I want to confess is I feel so, not confess, but one thing I want to say is I feel sorry for people that pull this many shards on a regular basis, because the amount it takes you to go and feed every single champion, click them, wait for the animations, is just, it's painful. It's really painful to watch, and I wouldn't want, you know, I would not want to do this too often, not gonna lie. You know, the dopamine of pulling shards and getting stuff is definitely fun, but the work it requires, because you need to keep going feeding because you run out of space, it's I'm not sure if it's worth it. They should definitely release. Okay, let's see. Lord Shazar. I already have him. Never mind, moving on. They should definitely release some sort of quality of life for Tavern where, you know, you can click all to max, just click whatever, you know, from the lowest level champions to the max, select them all, put them in there to be used as food. I wish, you know, that would be something really helpful with the amount of shards we pull sometimes, especially when there's ancients. Because some people, you know, even me on my main account, even though I'm not spending anything, sometimes I end up pulling like 100, 200, 300, depending on how many I saved. And that can be really tiring to keep feeding them. Or if you want to pull mystery shards, just going 6 at a time to feeding those commons into something else just makes me want to scratch my eyeballs, you know. But, you know, hopefully at one point they're gonna release something like that. That would be really amazing. If not, I guess we're just gonna, you know, we're just gonna keep suffering. While we get our dopamine, we suffer for the hard work that we put in there to do this one. Come on, come on. Give me something, you know, give me an early one now that we got the Lord Shazar that I already have. Give me something from the same faction that I don't have, you know, like a Prince Kymar. Come on, give me Prince Kymar, please. Please give me a Kymar. This would be, everything would be worth it if at the end I do get a Kymar. If not, it was still fun, you know. If not, it was still fun, and I still got like 2 legendaries I want to test out, like I said, Kira the Watcher and Nogdar. Again, be right back, because I need to feed some more of those tedious rares. Okay, we're almost on the last stretch. 454 more to go. Come on. So I should be guaranteed at least 2 other legendaries. Can we get a Kymar in these ones? Or can I get a unicorn or something else fun? Can I get something else fun? Come on. Come on, Plarium. It's the test server. Give me a Kymar at least over here, you know. Please give me a Kymar at least over here so that, you know, I can play with him. I can test him out. I want to do some fun stuff with him. Come on. Okay, okay. The Walking Tomb Drang, he's amazing, but I don't need him. I have him. He was a fusion. He was arguably one of the best fusions because he has that HP burn that cannot be resisted. So you can just build him tanky with resistance if you want, you know, all the other good stuff. But definitely do not want him. Do not want him, you know, it's might be nice on if I got him on the... Okay, another one. My third Sam Solstice would be happy with this, but not me. I definitely don't want the Queen Eva. I mean, at least I got them pretty quick, you know, I got them back to back, which means at least another one I'm guaranteeing, maybe a second, who knows. Come on, come on, hit me with the Kymar, hit me with the new legendary, somebody else that I can play around with, somebody else that I, you know, I have not per se done videos on. I wanna see something interesting. Come on. Even a Theodore, you know, I guess I would not mind a Theodore, even though everybody knows he's OP. Still love to be able to play with Theodore for a bit myself. Come on, come on, come on. Let's see, let's see. Anything else interesting? Anything else interesting? We're gonna be getting close to the last stretch, and it seems we're gonna get the Sea of Blues while we do that. Come on, yep, double blues. I called it, back-to-back blues, which means I'm gonna get the Kymar. Nope, nobody that looks like a Kymar over there. Come on, come on. Come on, Vildrax, Maruka, no thank you. Not even the epics, like, I think there were a few epics that I don't have. I don't remember, honestly, which of them, but I guess if I saw somebody in here, I would be like, oh, I don't have this one. Another back-to-back rare attacks. That's, ouch. It hurts my soul. Hurts my soul. I think this is like the 5th Cryodown the Blue that I got. I already have him, you know, we already got him because he's a new champion. We already got the chance to test him. And there's gonna be a video on him. I'm not sure if by the time this comes out or before there's gonna be a video on him. He's pretty interesting for Fire Knight 5 hard, you know. I just went to 5 because going higher, it's a little bit more complicated, you know. The boss on Fire Knight 10 hard is just, it's a menace. It's a disaster. Like, that boss is a little bit too overtuned. But before we get to that boss, can we get Kymar, the Prince Kymar, the boss of Reset? Come on, come on. Brackus the Shifter. I mean, you know what? I really wanted to make a video with him, and I'm happy I got Brackus, because Brackus is the only champion in the game, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, in the comments, that has a AoE increased attack on all allies that also brings weaken. So he is the best option to use for a Deacon Eater, you know, the Bat Eater with Deacon instead of Seeker, because he can provide you with that increased attack. So I'm definitely gonna make a video on him as the DPS in that team, so keep an eye out for that one. That's definitely gonna be coming, because I really wanted to test him, and now that I have him, that's a good thing, because I didn't have him. He's a new one. See, this is what I'm looking for, something like that, so that I can play around with, something that I can test and do some more fun stuff, so I can give you guys more content and, you know, hopefully more ideas for some stuff in the game. Come on, come on. If I don't get another one towards the end, we're just gonna keep buying up until we get the last one, you know. I think there's one more time that I need to stop and go and feed some champions with the last ones, and then we're just gonna be doing 10 pops up until we hit the last legendary, and then it is what it is. Come on. Okay, we do get some good epic rates. I got like 1,000,000 Ugos. Okay, so we're gonna have 100 more, so be right back again. Okay, let's do the last 100. Come on, let's see. Can I get the Kymar? Please, for the love of God, can I get the Kymar? Come on, that would be so nice. That would be so nice to finish this off with the Kymar. Like, I wouldn't even mind if I get him at the end. You know, it's the pain and the suffering of pulling all of those shards and feeding all of those rares and all that madness, but as long as I get the Kymar, it's all gonna be worth it. I mean, it's still fine because I got some new, you know, some new champs to play around with, but the end goal for me is Kymar. I think I'm gonna do this every single time. When I have the test server, I will be pulling like 1,000, 2,000 shards for a chance to get Kymar. If I don't, you know, by a miracle get him on my main account. So if you guys want to see something like that, just leave it in the comments below. If you enjoy something like this, every time I get test server access, I can pull 2,000 mystery shards, ancient shards. I would not pull 10,000 mystery shards, but I would pull 10,000 ancient shards to see what we get. And you know, this might be fun. This might be fun. If you guys enjoy it, just leave it in the comments below. I'm definitely gonna do it. And now let's hit the lightning. Okay, no more lightning. So like I said, we finished it. We're gonna keep buying a few of these up until we, you know, up until we hit the last legendary. Let's see, what's it gonna be? Last one, what's it gonna be? Would it be a Kymar? Would it be another dupe? Would it be somebody new to play around with? Who knows? I guess we're gonna see. Let's see, okay. Come on, is it gonna be from these ones? 81, I only have 50 spots. Hopefully, come on, just stop giving me those things. Let's see, last legendary is gonna be... Okay, we already passed the 2,000. Keep in mind, we already passed the 2,000. This is... Okay, last one is... a Pardon Clanfather. So we finish with the Goat Herder. Or the Goat King himself. I don't know. Does anybody use this guy anywhere? I don't know. I've never used him. I went for the fusion, but he's nothing too impressive. But yeah. I guess, guys, this is it. We pulled... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 legendaries from 2,000 shards. That sounds like bad odds. And like, you know, from another 20 Opardin. So that's 13 from 2000 ancient shards. I'm not sure what to say. It was crazy. It was fun. You know, it's a little bit of dopamine. I got some more champions I can play around with and do some more content on. But still, I would have loved to see a Kymar. Maybe next time. But anyway, this is going to be for the video today, guys. If you did enjoy my content, as always, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next. And I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.